Hi everybody, it's Ellen and it's time to make some foodie crafts. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, Priya sent all the paper and all the supplies you need in your packet this month, but you'll need some tools from your house. So you'll need a pair of scissors. It can be a big pair or a little pair, doesn't matter, either one's fine. A glue stick, and then you'll need something to write with. So either maybe a crayon or a pencil or a marker, whatever you have. So let me show you the things that you're going to make now. You're going to start by making place cards for the people in your family or your friends or your grandparents or whoever you would like. And so you'll take the index cards and write their names on them. Now if you don't write yet, you can ask an older person, a grown-up, or one of your brothers or sisters or somebody else in your family who can write to write the names for you. And then you'll also be making a placemat. You can see it has a pretty piece of paper on the back, and then you'll cut out the pieces to make the plate and the silverware and glue them down, and then you can decorate it with stickers. And last but not least, you're going to do a little bit of origami. This is an Origami Snack Cup. It's really easy to fold, and you can make a nice big one like this, and you can fill it with popcorn or chips or nuts or whatever you like to eat for a snack. So have a great time making all these paper crafts. The first of our crafts we're going to make is a place card, and you can make one of these for each person in your family. There's a video on Ready Rosie that you can watch that talks even more about how to do this. So you can see this is one that I made for my daughter, Callie. I wrote her name on the front, and then on the back I wrote something about her. Callie is helpful to me, and then I decorated it with stickers. So it's really nice for children to make these for other members of their family, and it helps them to think about what they appreciate about people. So let me show you how to do one. Now, Priya sent you some index cards, so if you have a side with lines and a side that's blank. So you want to fold your card in half this way with the blank side out. And then you need to have a pen. It can be a pencil, you can use a crayon, anything that you have, and you want to write the person's name on the front. So I'm going to make this one for my niece, and her name is Samantha, S-A-M-A-N-T-H-A. There, I wrote her name. And now I started thinking about something I like about Samantha, and what I thought of was Samantha likes to help me cook. And the reason you write something nice about the person on the back is when the person reads their name card, it'll make them feel really good that you had nice, positive thoughts about them. And so then you can take some of the stickers, and if you know the person's favorite color, you might want to choose the stickers from their favorite color. I think Samantha likes orange, so I'm going to put an orange one on over here. And then I think I'll put a blue one down here, and one more, maybe a pink one. So there we go. There you have your place card, and next we'll make the placemat. Now I'm going to show you how to make your very own individual placemat. And you can see the placemat has a place to put all the silverware and also the place that you put the plate. And this is really great for teaching children how to learn to set the table. So the first thing you want to do, let me show you what Priya sent you in your packet. She sent you a copy of the silverware to cut out. She sent you a solid color piece of paper. I didn't have one, so I'm using this, and a paper plate, and you're going to trace around the paper plate to make the circle for the back of the plate. She sent you a little white circle that'll be the center of the plate, and then she sent you a piece of scrapbook paper that will be your placemat and some stickers to decorate it with. So the first thing that you want to do, and what you need to have yourselves is a pair of scissors of some kind. It doesn't matter what they are. Use your school scissors, either a crayon or a pencil or pen or something just to use to trace around the paper and then trace around the plate, and then a glue stick. So I'm actually going to turn this over. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trace things and cut them out and turn them over so that my tracing line doesn't show on the front of my placemat. So you can see I'm just tracing around the paper plate, and now I'm going to cut it out. And then when I'm done cutting it out, it's time to cut out the white piece for the middle. All right, so there's the edge of my plate. I love this paper because it's rainbow color. And now I'm going to cut out the white center. And this is one where once you get it cut out, so you just cut around on the line or close to the line. It doesn't have to be totally perfect at all. But what you can do is you can turn it over so that the place where the printed line is doesn't show. So you're going to turn it over and put it in the center like this. And I think this is one where we're going to glue it down right now. So you want to put glue and try to get the glue out around the edges without going over the edge like that. So it'll stick really well. And then turn it and just put it in the center of your plate. Now we're not going to glue everything down until we have our silverware cut out, which is what we're going to do next, is cut out our silverware. So we have a fork, we have a knife, and we have a spoon. So I'm going to start with the fork. Just cut around the edge, and I'm just going to show you a little trick with how to cut out what they're called the tines, the sharp points on the fork. So the first thing I want you to do is just cut straight across the top of the fork like this. And you can even leave it like this if you want to. But what you can do is from the top go down. You can see the shape in between the tines of the fork is like a V. So if you I cut from one edge of the V down to the bottom, and now I'm going to cut the other edge of the V down to the bottom until the two meet, and then that center V just pops right out, and I don't have to worry about trying to turn my pair of scissors down at the bottom and tearing the tines of the fork. So watch again. Do the V like this on the second one, and then do the V on the third one. There we go. So now our fork's all cut out, and we're going to lay it right down here like this on the paper. Now, you can go ahead and cut out your knife and your spoon, and when you're done with that, we'll go ahead and finish making our placemat. Okay, so I've got my fork and my knife and my spoon all cut out, and my plate is glued together. So now we can glue them down to our big piece of colorful paper that's our placemat. So this is the way you want to arrange them. You want the fork to be on the left-hand side of the plate, and then the knife on the right, closest to the plate, and then the spoon on the outside. And my mother always taught me that when you put the knife down, you want to put, this would be the sharp edge of the knife, you want it pointing toward the plate. In fact, when somebody else in my home sets the table and they don't do it that way, it bothers me and I go switch them. All right, so first let's glue down our plate. Now the plate's pretty big, so I don't think you really have to worry too much about running off the edge of the plate with your glue. So go all the way around the edge and then do some in the middle. And you know, if you can't find a glue stick and you have Scotch tape, you could even put loops of Scotch tape on the back to put it down. So there we go. I'm putting the plate down. I'm leaving space up here at the top because that's where you can put your glass of whatever you like to drink. So now I'm going to take my fork and turn it over, and I have it on top of another piece of paper so I don't have to worry about getting glue on anything except the paper, but I can make sure that I get the tines of the fork all well covered with glue. There we go. And so you can go ahead and glue down your knife and your spoon like that. And then Priya also sent you some stickers. Here's a hamburger sticker to decorate your plate with. So I'm going to stick that one here, and then she has some vegetable ones. This one says, "Eat smart to play hard." So I'm going to put that one there. And this one says, "Power up with my plate." And this one says, "Fuel up to get moving." So the idea is that having good food inside of you helps you run fast and be strong and play hard. Oh, and here's some more. Look at these. Oh, how about veggies are awesome? Let's put that right at the top there. And then you can take your place card that you made, and when you set the table, you can put the placemat where you want the person to sit, and then put their place card down, maybe in the middle, so there's room for their glass, so they know that that's their special placemat and that's their special place to sit. Now I'm going to show you how to make an origami snack cup. This is a great cup to know how to make because if you can believe it, it doesn't just hold snacks, it'll even hold water. You can make them big, you can make them small. All you need is a square piece of paper. So let me put mine down. You see we put our chips from our tiny tacos in it. Now they're all going to fall out, but that's okay. And here's your instructions. So the paper I'm going to use is actually recycled. This is a calendar that I had that had these great graphics in it. So I just tore a piece out of this calendar, and that's what I'm going to fold up to make my snack cup. So the paper that Priya sent you will be scrapbook paper, and it'll have two sides. So I'm going to call this the right side of my paper, and this is the wrong side. So I want to start this with the right side of my paper down. And the first thing you do is you fold your paper into a great big triangle that looks like this. I'm going to turn it around so you can see. This would be the way it would look to you when you fold it. Let me get the chips out of the way. And you have your short point at the top and your two long points at the sides, and your fold down at the bottom facing you. Then the next thing you do is you take one of your two long points and fold it all the way over till the point meets the other edge. And then you fold it down, make a good tight crease right there like that. And then you fold the other side over all the way till it reaches the edge and make another good tight crease. And then you take these two short points and you fold them down, one in each direction. So first I'm going to fold this one down like that. And then I'm going to turn my cup over. And I'm going to fold this one down the same way. And there's my Origami Snack Cup. And you can see it's pretty big, isn't it? Well, I want to show you, you can make any size. I have these teeny tiny pieces of paper, and real quick, I'm going to make a teeny tiny little snack cup. So as I said, you just need to make sure that your paper is square. And let me show you what to do if you have a piece of paper that isn't square, if it's rectangular. So I folded down my two teeny tiny sides, and then I'm folding down my two flaps, and there's my teeny tiny little snack cup, like this, just like this. Now, let me show you. This piece of paper is not square, so to square it up, I'm going to fold my triangle with the corners and take one side to the other side. And you can see I have this little leftover bit. So in fact, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it over, and I'm going to tuck it inside, and nobody will ever know. I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm going to fold that corner down. So now it's inside, isn't it? And nobody can see it. So then I can go ahead and fold my snack cup, just like I did the others. So if you want to even make one with a piece of binder paper, that's how you can make your binder paper square. Whoops. Let me do this again. There we go. I had my angle wrong. Here we go. Now we fold it over and fold it over. And now we've made more snack cups than we'll probably ever need. There you go. Have fun.